Hello, welcome to the class of computer network. So today we are going to discuss about internet application. As in earlier lecture we have discussed about the protocols related to internet application like www and the email protocol. Now we are going to discuss about the DNS. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about what is a DNS, then DNS server and other related terms to the DNS. Next we will discuss about how DNS server work and the DNS security extension. The next, so let's start with first, that is what is DNS. So domain name system is a name resolution protocol. It is a powerful, extensible and flexible system which is used for resolving name over an entire internet. Here the DNS use TCP port 53 and UDP port 53 for resolving the name over an internet. This technology make easier for the people to remember the word rather than IP addresses or the number. For example, as we want to open a web page, we type www.google.com instead of typing its IP address, that is http colon backslash 2001 colon 4860 colon 4860 double colon 8844. So instead of typing the IP address of this website, we only type the name of this or the domain name of this website. So this means it makes us easier to remember the words rather than the IP addresses. The next is DNS server. So DNS server is a collection of computers that want to join domain name system. They work as a team and collectively they known as DNS root servers. And the internet name of this computer is represented as dot, and DNS servers are organized in hierarchical form. DNS root servers are the top level domain servers. It include names such as com, org, net, edu and gov. Com for commercial, org for the organization and net for the network, edu for the education and gov for the government. It includes a complete database of internet domain name and their corresponding IP addresses, whereas the low-level DNS servers are owned by businesses and the internet service providers. Let's discuss about the DNS term. So domain namespace. So this is a naming system on which DNS is based, is a hierarchical and an imaginary tree structure called the domain name space. So it includes all the possible names that could be used within a single system, and here each node in the DNS tree represented DNS name. Like here it is representing the domain namespace hierarchical diagram. This one is the root server. The root server will contain the top level domain name like com, education, org, other, and here this top level domain name is controlled by ICANN, that is Internet Corporation for Assigned Name and Number. So here the some TLD are generic and some of the other TLD are restricted to specific group or the government agencies, like ORG for the organization, BIG for the business, CWOP for the cooperative associations, MIL for the US military and travel for the travel and tourism websites. Whereas the second level domains are the name of the website like Telcoma Training or Telcoma Global, Stanford, physics, whereas the subdomain is www. So in this way this form the hierarchical diagram. The next one is name server. So name servers include DNS name server, John and the record. So DNS name server is a computer that has DNS software installed on it, and it is specifically designed for maintaining the different domain names. And here the simple network has one DNS server for entire network, and a single domain name can use more than one DNS server. For example, like google.com as a busy domain, so it needs multiple DNS servers to support all the incoming DNS queries. Whereas zone is a container which holds the records of a single domain, and record is a line in a data contained by a zone which maps an FQDN, that is fully qualified domain name, to an IP address. So these are included in name server. Here the IPv6 defines the two type of record type like Quad A and A6 type record. The Quad A is defined in RFC 3596 and A6 type record is defined in RFC 2874. So these are designed to make renumbering of network and prefix changes easier for the network administrator. Other DNS record types are like NS record and PTR record, but they remain unchanged. There is a change in a Quad A and A6 type record in IPv6. So these two are supporting the changes for IPv6 network. Next one is name resolution. Here the name resolution means successfully mapping a DNS domain or the host name to a IP address. So the software that is used to perform the translation is known as name resolver. DNS can resolve name in three ways: by broadcasting if it is in a small network, by locally consulting the locally stored host text file, and by contacting a DNS server. So let's discuss about how DNS server will work. So here the first of all, the DNS act as the central part of internet, and it provide a way to match website name or computer name to their IP addresses. So first of all, here a users type the name of website in search engine, which generate a query, and a query is sent over the internet. So this is the query that is sent over to the internet. Here, let's suppose the user query first go to the recursive solver that is operated by the ISP. Here, the recursive resolver know where to send the query in the network. So this knows where to send the query. Here, the recursive solver talk with the root DNS server about the IP address of the website. So here it is talking to the root DNS server for the IP address of the website. Now the root DNS server search for its particular top level domain TLD by analyzing the domain name of website. So if it is org, then it is go to organization server. If it is for the education, then it is for the education server. And then if it is for the corporation COWP, then it's for the corporation website. So now it find for the TLD and analyze the domain name of the website. Now query is sent to the particular TLD. It find the TLD and the queries go to the TLD server. So here the TLD server stores the address information for server level domain within the TLD. Now as the queries reach to the TLD server, then recursive resolver sends the query to the DNS. That is, after getting the IP address of this website, now it contact to the particular DNS. Here DNS know about the IP address of full domain. It tells the IP address of the website. Now recursive resolver send IP address of website to the user. Now it is sent to the user, and here the website will appear. Now user can browse the website and retrieve the content using IP address of the website. So in this way the query moves in this different servers and will get the IP address of the particular application of website. The next is DNS security extension. Here the DNS security extension DNSSEC is an authentication and authorization protocol to provide security to the DNS server. Here the DNSSEC is a suite of Internet Engineering Task Force specification. It is implemented through extension mechanism for DNS, that is EDNS. So here are securities that are added to protect the DNS from unauthorized users. So this is all about internet application. Thank you.